you doing? It is E.Campbell. I have joined the chat. Here we are. And I'm about to sit here and get some inking done, man, That's what you gotta do. So here we are. I appreciate all you here. Yeah, man, it's been a long day. A long day, a lot to do, a lot that was done. I'm glad I'm here, man. But yeah, so on this journey of doing art and doing creativity stuff, you gain a lot of appreciation for it, man. You kind of wonder sometimes, all the effort, where the effort's going to take you, what doing art means in today's world, It's a lot of stuff to consider, man, but it's one of those things, man, where I just feel very appreciative of being able to have the ability to do this stuff, man. So it's like I was talking to someone today, and again, I ain't gonna sit here and put people's business out there. That's why I'm gonna just keep the guy. I would say I'm not gonna bring his name up because I don't want to put people's business out there. You know, He's a good guy. I'm gonna talk to him though. But like, I was talking to his communication, that social feedback. It's kind of hard making art in the void. Dude, the camera's messed up. Sorry, guys. Still getting used to this. All right, yeah, here we go. It's hard. It's hard to make art in the void, man. You kind of need that feedback. You're always gonna need that feedback, man. Like you always will. You're gonna always need the feedback. You're gonna always need that person looking at your art and loving your art and caring about your art and getting inspired and hyped about your stuff. You can't really do things on your own, man. It's super hard, man. It's just like you just want to sit here and talk to a community of fellow artists and fellow people who are in it. You want to share in the struggle, sharing their struggles, sharing like struggles of like doing things and trying things out artistically. And to sit here and have somebody else to talk to, it's a breath of fresh air, man. Funny enough, I'm kind of like an introvert. And even I'll sit here and say it, man, like it's very valuable to talk to somebody who's doing art like you, because you get to bounce ideas off each other. That's what it comes down to, man. So I'm the kind of guy who, when I'm working, I feel better kind of communicating and talking to people, and I feel better being acknowledged. That's anybody really, because I'm the kind of guy who I just want to be, I want to know that what I'm doing is making an impact or is helping somebody. And if it's not that, man, it really comes down to like not even just making an impact and helping somebody, but it really comes down to saying, am I providing value for somebody? Not in the way of like, okay, you're an employee, you're a drone, you're, providing value to somebody. That's not what I mean. It's like, you're creating this work, you're creating this art. You want at least somebody to sit here and take the book up or take the comic up and feel something emotional from it, like that's what I want. You want an emotional feeling, like a feeling, like, they get the book and they get goosebumps at a moment or a certain scene. It's always been the case with me. That's why I do art. It's like, you want people to have those goosebumps, have those very real moments, those very real moments they can only get from producing art and like making a story that touches you emotionally. That's why I do this, man. It's like I really want to tell stories where people sit here and look at the scene and they feel emotion from it. And that may sound like shallow. That may be like an obvious thing, right? It's super obvious. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna make people feel stuff. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's not really special. I get it. Art's always gonna be communication, man. So like that's like graphic design. It's the same way, but it's a different format. It's a different like end goal. So for graphic design, you're communicating, but you're using communication as function. In art, comic books in particular, it's like you're using communication for empathy, right? And with that means that you have to like create these characters. You have to create worlds. That's what it comes down to. And that means you got to like make characters that people care about. So that's why I emphasize telling stories with good characters in them. So that means that if you're going to have a character in your story, then you shouldn't be leaning on identity. You should just sit here and make the character appealing first, which means that you have to sit here and take your time to build the character out and generally care about the emotional state of your characters. That's first and foremost. If you can't get that right, then you might as well hang it up and not even try. You might as well just give up at that point. So that's why I'm into doing this stuff, man, because it really is one of those things where I want to express myself art wise. And that goes with anything, man. Like even music, it's all about expression. And it's like one of those things where I always think, I'd probably be super miserable if I weren't able to sit here and express myself and create stuff. And there's appreciation on my end because there's a lot of people that aren't able to do graphic design, let alone art for a living. And that's not me sitting here and saying I'm going to show off. I'm not showing off at all. It's like a lot of people can't do it. They can't express themselves creatively. It takes a lot of skill, not even just a lot of skill. Like it takes basically getting the right job, which is hard because this is a very competitive field on a lot of occasions. I know people who I grew up with in the art industry that are doing different jobs now that have to work as security guards to make ends meet, which I'll say is extremely heartbreaking. It's extremely heartbreaking. You know, it is one of those things that hurts a lot to see these creative guys out here having to work at, factory jobs and do security stuff. And at some point, at one point, I was exactly like that myself. I was working. I ain't gonna sit here and tell particulars, but I was doing jobs I hated. Definitely. You know, before I doubled down on the graphic design stuff. Doing jobs I hated. Just you have to make ends meet, and you gotta do what you gotta do. And it breaks my heart seeing people like that. It's I get it, it's the way of life, it's the way it is, unfortunately. But when I was sitting here working the labor jobs I was working, I felt freaking miserable, man. I felt miserable. In the old school way of thinking about it, man, it's like, yeah, that's the way of the world. That's what they're gonna say. That's the kind of reply I would normally hear back. That's just the way the real world works, quote unquote. You know, yeah, this is true. But at the same time, man, there has to be a way. It's kind of hard too, because the art industry and the creation industry, we as artists on some occasions are basically crapped on a lot. It's like a lot of these people who are business friendly can be really ruthless sometimes. You know, sometimes people who do art are kind of dispensable in a way. And then that's not true. I mean, artists are artists. Like artists are human beings, and we just want to be heard, and we just want to create. That's what it is, man. And we want to be respected too. That's what it really comes down to, is that we just want to be respected. Huge part of it. And that's what I was saying before. It's like when I, was working for another studio, I ain't gonna name names on it because I'm not that kind of person, but like it was just back when I was trying to figure my way through the creative industry and I was working for the studio and never felt like I was appreciated, you know? I'd create stuff and I'd give my all and I'd create graphics and I never felt like my graphics were appreciated. Always felt like my designs weren't good enough for this place I used to work at. Always felt like that, you know? And it hurts you, man, because you want to be valued too. You want your work to mean something. You want to sit here and know that the hours of work you're putting in are valued. Like people care about them, right? People actually are like at least appreciative of what you do. And I feel appreciated now. I feel like my work is respected now. There was a time in my career where I just didn't feel like my work was respected, you know? It was a painful time, man. Like any career, like if you don't feel like, you could be a roofer or somebody who's doing electricity, and if you don't feel like you're being appreciated, you're not going to do as good of a job. So it's always important to feel like you're being valued and appreciated, right? That's what it comes down to. You want to feel like you're being loved and appreciated as far as a creative. I would always feel like I was devalued, back in the day. But it's one of those things where you kind of have to be stubborn. If you can help it, try to only go to places. I know this is not possible for everybody because this is the art world. So it's like people will do anything to get a decent art job. So, like, it's not always going to be possible, but if you can help it, always stick with people who value your services. If you find that career, if you find that job, you build up a resume, a reputation for doing quality. Always associate yourself with people who value your work, but you gotta find your career, you gotta find your job and footing first, man. So that's what it comes down to. It's kind of like a self-respect thing. It'll always come down to that. At the same time, the reality here is that the art world is cruel. It is cruel. It is vicious. It is not merciful, right? You could be merciful with friends, I guess, but yeah, it's a very competitive industry, man. But I feel like there's room for people. There's room for a lot of people. It doesn't have to be competitive in essence, really. I just think there needs to be a place and a system as far as creativity where we can make a structure where we can sit here and create and be valued. So it's like that's what I was saying earlier, man. It's like as far as creativity, graphic design is functional, meaning that you're more likely to find somebody that might need your services, right? Whereas stuff like this, as I said before, it's not really a necessity. Unfortunately, like I love comics and I love art, and this is why I'm on the stream drawing. I wouldn't be drawing this on the stream if I didn't value it, right? But it's one of those things where people need, a lot more from a functional point of view. So like just I'm qualifying it. People are going to need flyers a lot more than a comic, you know. Need for that is higher. People might want to promote their business. They're going to need the flyer a lot more than the comic book. And that's why the potential of that is a little higher or a lot higher. But it's a very, as I said before, competitive industry. The competitiveness in the art industry and creative industry in general is very heartbreaking. I had a friend, don't know where this friendship leads in the future, but I had a friend where he would always doubt, right? He would quote unquote call himself a realist, but he would always doubt that he can sit here and make money in this industry and have a career. And, friend of mine does writing, you know, and he always would doubt whether or not he could make money professionally from writing. Because this industry will kind of chew you up a bit and spit you out, right? That's the way I term it. It's an industry that'll chew you up and spit you out. But at the same time, it's all about confidence, but it's like a catch 22. It's like, where do you get confidence? Where you get confidence from jobs? Where you get the jobs? Where you gotta sit here and have good enough resume? Well, where do you get the resume? Well, you gotta do X, Y, and Z, you know? It's kind of weird though, too. Really weird. Because you can make money in this industry, but you kind of have to be a little savvy too. It's kind of a mandatory thing. You got to be a little bit savvy to, or way savvy to make money in this industry. But yeah, I just really think that artists do deserve their time in the sun. And it's one of those things where you got to find a functional job too. What can you functionally make money from? Because the most valuable thing you could do right now, if you're trying to get your art to sell, you got to do streams, you got to be a personality, you got to be this person on the stream talking and promoting yourself and just having conversations. So that's what I do. Because nowadays you got to do multiple things to make money in this industry, man. So you gotta be your own publicist, you gotta be a marketer, you gotta be somebody who's doing this stuff. So that's what I'm saying, man. It's like it takes a lot of energy, man. It really does. And the world is already doubting you, man, doing this kind of stuff. So for you to doubt yourself in this industry that's kind of already kind of blunt and cold and callous means you're not going to succeed. So you got to have at least some confidence. You got to fake the confidence till you make it at least. There are plenty of people out there that will sit here and downplay you. And that's dangerous because the moment you get downplayed, you're setting yourself up for heartache if you don't have confidence in your ability. And that's the thing. As I said, this industry is very cold, very, very callous, very uncaring. But the reason why artists like me especially do this is because there's a passion there, man. There's like a love for it, man. Like as I said, like you get super addicted to like doing this as a career and doing this as a passion. A lot of people get kind of shafted, which is sad, I'll say. A lot of people getting screwed over, whether due to lack of savviness, whatever it is. But yeah, man, it's one of those things. It's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, you know what I told myself earlier today, man? It's like I had a full day working, a full day working, and I got home and I'm sitting there, and the part of my brain, because again, like took some time to like not exercise. This is like first world problems, right? So it's not a big deal. Spending all this time, I didn't took some time not to exercise. And I told myself I'm gonna get like 4 exercises, 4 workouts in this week, right? And this morning was super hectic for me, so I wasn't able to get a workout in the morning. So I got home, and I really was like thinking in my mind, the back of my head, I was like, okay, yeah, you know what, man? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up today because I'm tired. I got home from work. I was not feeling it. Then I kind of pushed through and I said, okay, yeah, let me test myself. I'm gonna work out after a full day of working. And a lot of people, some people do that every day. So I'm not gonna sit here and kind of puff my chest up like I'm like Superman or anything. But me personally, I prefer working out in the morning if I could help it. Get it out the way, you knock it out, and then when you want to go home and lay your head on your pillow, you don't feel as guilty. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at myself. I'm like, okay, dang, man, you gotta get out there and actually work out. You know, did I feel like doing it? I felt like laying on my bed and forgetting about it. But that's what happened. That's what it was. I told myself, yeah, I'm gonna keep on my promise, and it'll be worth it. That's how I felt. Even if you're saying in your head, "Hey, man, this is not today." Sometimes you got to push up that little extra. And again, I'm humble because, like, a lot of people who are probably listening to this are probably like saying, "Hey, man, there's no big deal. No big deal at all. What's the big deal? Why, working out later in the day is not that big of a deal." I get that. I'm completely humble to that reality. But as I said, and I'm gonna say it like this too, the only competition sometimes is yourself. So for me, it's a bigger deal to me because, I tend to just wanna relax when I get home. Like, so 9 times out of 10, I would have skipped the workout today if it weren't for the fact that I made a promise to myself. So, like, how's that tie into what we're talking about? Well, you gotta start making promises to yourself and keeping them. Anybody can make a promise. Like, that's not a challenge. Like, anybody can make a freaking promise. But to follow through is one of those big things, man. It really is. It's a big, huge issue to follow through. Even right now, man, my eyes are getting kind of heavy, bro. I just want to lay down. But, at least I got my stream in. I feel like I did some great stuff here. So it's like, sometimes you got to muscle through. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like after this, I'm just sleeping. I'm done. You know, I am tapped out, sir, and/or ma'am. And I'm looking up at the timer, and we're in 30 minutes. So not for nothing, right? But yeah, man, that's my like 2 cents on that. Another thing too, I was talking to this artist guy that social media has us kind of messed up right now. Because even I am, sometimes, not sometimes, like all the times, a big distraction, this kind of stuff. So that's besides the point. Yeah, so like this is like really bomb, like awesome place. I ain't gonna reveal it because it's a secret spot. I'll say that this spot sells the best Cajun shrimp grilled cheese I've ever tasted. The best. Kind of wonder how I could make that myself sometimes too. Speaking of food, I'm late to the party, but this is like really good YouTuber. This really awesome food reviewer. This YouTuber. Let me grab. In fact, give me a second. We're gonna watch this guy together. Give me a second. Give me a sec. Gonna have a convo. Really cool reviewer. Saw his stuff. Give me a sec, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second, guys. One bite reviews, bro.
All right, Frankie, we are in Livingston, New Jersey at Calabria. Quite the scene in there. You said it was. You're like, I think they're going to be excited you're coming. Frankie, she...
Starting to get really into pizza now.
Never had that, like, just saw me, just cried. Water. Frankie, we had this.
So let's listen to this guy.
Cheers.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for everything that you're doing. It's amazing.
Action, but it was
What's in there? Nothing got from here. These were PSP. These big friends of it. I guess we live. Oh no, they don't like it. Oh,
he's a dweeb. Yeah,
you know how many years he's been busting? Not once. Made an effort to do anything. I mean,
No,
we don't look for hands out. We just try to.
Darren Rovell's the cheapest guy ever to walk the face of the earth. So that doesn't surprise me. But he does like pizza. Whatever. It can be cheap. There's no law against that.
I wish there was a lot more people in your standard that have the guts that you did coming out from the doing all these be doing more than our own government.
Yeah, so it's happy to be able to help. It is, it's kind of taken off. I like it.
Our school from the beginning of you tell the stories you handed out papers at like the Dodge on the train station.
Yeah, outside the subway station.
Coming from, we're an immigrant family. My dad won't care with nothing, so he's got to hustle to get somewhere.
I don't want to.
Emotion.
We have a whole, this is our private dining.
Been shut down. And we tried the whole business around the thing out of the building. And 40 years, almost 40 years in the business. My dad, they gave up. They're like, what do we even do? We have 40 employees. They're all like, I was like, guys, don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. And thank God we've been okay. But still, it's tough. We never expected this shit. And nobody comes inside. They're all scared. And I told my dad, stay in the kitchen, do what you got to do. And we're going to 22 different towns now. And I'm like, we're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. But you are amazing. You're a hero.
The people that are going to work every day, how many millennial kids, young kids, or even adults will understand because you've been in our shoes.
Yeah.
You were a small business, and you worked your way up. That's the American dream, as I'm saying, right?
I think a lot of what we've done is just it put the face to it. It's like common sense that small business has to be struggling, but like little videos people are actually getting to see. That's why the donation.
Yeah. It's crazy what's going on. You stepped up, man.
It's not.
There should be more people like you in this world. And I'll never forget that.
We have 20-some employees, they have families, we have
Trickle down.
So it's a trickle down effect. So, but knock on wood, we just buckled up and we're getting through this. We look up to people like you guys. Appreciate you coming. So
He saw you coming in the door. He's like, yeah. I lost it because I've been telling everybody in there. I go, we're gonna get a presidente here. The president, there he is, man.
What's going on? How are you?
He's our phone guy, number one phone guy.
No idea. I think
Thank you.
Show mom. Where's mom, man? Oh, man. We brought it to Livingston at Presidente, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for everything that he's doing. It's incredible. There's people out there that are bigger than God, and man, a simple man like him just saved all the restaurants. It's unbelievable.
The impact that I'm having on the national psyche. Like, what do you do when someone cries? What? It's like I'm the fucking Beatles. Like I walk in and people are crying, put on like bra straps on me. I don't know how to handle that. I'm not equipped to handle that. I like being in the mud, not in the love. But whatever, it is what it is. So Calabria, one bite everybody knows the rules. I got 2 pizzas. I don't know why. The thinny thin. So she knows myself. I don't love this. And by the way, the back footage, I think we're starting this score at like 9-8 because what am I going to do? Also, Frankie, before I do this, perfect review with all the pomp, circumstance. This is my 1,000th, I can't say thousandth, 1,000th pizza review. 1,000. They really planned the confetti out now into the pizza. Some people talk it. Some people like. If those with politicians, they be in like a fire truck going through the streets. Right? No, that's what I do. Just on to the next. I'm just gonna eat this with the confetti. The thinny thin. This looks fucking great. Not the thinny thin. The super thin. Calabria. Holy shit! This is up. Just salt my alley.
Looks real good, bro.
You didn't order this one.
I thought that was their only one. I didn't know that. That's one they broke.
Holy cow!
Get the crust in it. The crisp on that one.
Well,
Making me hungry right now.
I backed myself into a corner because I said start at 9-8. Take everything I said. This is gonna be a real review. No sympathy because they were crying and saying that I'm the best American who ever lived and everyone has to be like me. I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with the review. I love the pizza.
Yes, that looks delicious pizza.
8-9. 8-9. Calabria. I love this pizza. I fucking love it. It's as good a thin pizza as I've ever had. I was debating 9-1 if it had a little more tang, but 8-9, spectacular score. 1,000th review. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, hit me. Review. I love it. Right up my alley. Love it. 8-9. Love it. Wow.
Yes!
No, 8-9.
Whatever you
8-9.
want.
8-9. I need a group shot now. We need a group picture.
Ready? Ready? Put your finger. Now we got
9.
9. 9. Yes. 8.9.
They just love me, Frankie. I fucking love me.
Your places are
Got it. Nice.
And actually, from my last place, I had a place in Montclair. Do you know Montclair?
Yeah.
So I just came from Montclair, and I did everything different here. I went with the trend and stuff that what your so.
How
I don't think you're 67.
Oh, all right. So,
You got a good name. You got a good name. Like all these trending stuff, like the margaritas, the thinny skinnies. Because your grandma said,
You got a Barstool margarita too?
yeah, I do. You guys don't have to pay you.
No, we're just your guy just that we're at.
You don't understand. Why you got my sister.
Just 2 seconds.
Listen, my wife's obsessed with you.
All right.
We have to have a talk inside, all right? I just threatened. I said, no, my wife's obsessed with you. I said, just keep away from him.
You saw him?
What's going on? How are you? What?
Don't wait. Don't ask questions.
We're at a more. Come on down. You see the sign here? It's quick as I could. They're just. I mean, 2 in a row.
Can I show you something?
Takes like
I don't know. It's so-and-so. We sent it to you. We did like a box review. My daughter.
I've never seen this.
It was posted today, but
Oh,
I know, yeah. Hi, Nana. Where are we at today? You gonna try slice? Yes. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think about the pizza?
She was so nervous.
10? All right. Nana approved, okay?
It's in your box.
Your name is Dave?
Yeah.
My name is Anna.
Nice to meet you.
And my husband, too.
These guys should be making it.
Yeah.
Pizza review. Thank you. Nice to meet you. You want to do the pizza review with me? You already did one. I saw it before.
Delicious pizza. The best pizza in town.
She gave this a 10. I saw her. We're gonna have to get the video. She was better than me, Frankie, doing it. So we got the
Oh, yeah, man. Not that. You know, it's all right.
So,
An Italian, all right. And then
well, you have the authenticity down. Both of you guys got special guests here.
So the best pizza in town.
Now, I like it thin. Do you guys like it thin?
Yeah.
Do you want any of it or no? You've already had it. I mean,
enjoy
this guy, man, you should be on the poster. You look straight, very Italian. If you say the pizza's good, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. This guy, all right, here we go. A super thinny thin. Is this your main pie? Which one's their main?
It's becoming our main.
Okay.
It's becoming. It's overtaking the standard.
There's a bunch of thinny thins around here. It's so thankful. It's so hot. I gotta talk a little bit. What one do you prefer? What's the relationship?
Well,
Mom and dad. Mom and dad.
They're
All
from
right.
Sicily.
They're all good. They're all good.
All good. All 10.
They're all good.
You know what? Our grandma
Yep.
and our Gia named after my daughter. Grandma Roberta is a big seller too.
Okay.
Have you ever eaten grandma? Have you ever had it?
Have I ever had a grandma slice in my life?
Making for the 40 years on the calendar. I wasn't baking.
See, I don't know what he's saying, but I believe every word of it. I have no idea what he's saying. Well, I just know it. It's so hot, and what am I gonna do for it? Even if I didn't like this one, the family's on. I want two. No, I gotta get this. I know. Very good. It's got some tang to it.
The taste, forget about it.
I know.
You want to come back and live again?
You wrecked me right there. Very good. All right, I got rain in it. I got the whole family walking in. Mom is holding the whole thing. You gave it a 10, right? Yeah. A little bit rough. I really do like this.
Salo Shano for nice to you see.
Still don't know. What are we talking about?
One of the I don't know if you've seen him.
I'm holding it. whisper it. I mean, I don't want to let it go because
It take over.
I can hold. I want to hear it later. All right, very good.
Take over.
Yeah. I like the thing. All right. Yeah. It's very good. I like it. It is the best. You gotta try the one with the Frank woman. You know what? If I give it an 8, people are gonna be like, "Oh, he's cheating because the whole family here." But very good.
Gotta sit down comfortably.
Actually, yeah, I know. Heavy burger. I don't know, 7-9. I think it's very, very, very good. It ain't one what matter. People that say cheating. The only thing that I wish, the 7-9 is hot. What's happening? The name is in reverse. Yeah.
The name is in there.
There's no name. There's no name. It's just a fresh pizza. Great score. I like it a lot. Just so people know the odds, that is not a little dry, but it's very good, thin, very good pizza. The thinny thin. Who wants me to try the other? Is pan pizza. So this. How much pizza do you want? One day? No, I'm gonna like this one more. You want me to eat it? I'll eat it. I know I'm gonna like this more. I can just tell that texture. I'm also gonna burn my face off. Now I'm making a mess. That was good. It's really good. This is as good as this. I go 7, 8, 7, 9. Those would be the two. Both very, very good. Very, very good. And again, a high pressure review with a lot going on with grandparents and everything. But it's really good. If you like the pizza, great spot. And look at the crowd, crazy.
Been about 30 years. In this spot, 4 years.
4 years.
You said this about 4 months.
4 months.
4 months. I've been around 30 years. I had 2 places in Newark. I was in Bluefield, Montclair, and now I'm in Milton.
Okay, so come visit it. Great spot. Look at the whole family, the whole vibe. And how many different types of pizzas did you say? Yeah.
Well, we have about 10 new trending pizzas, and we're doing a lot of pan pizza. Pan pizzas are especially right now.
Yep.
Our thinny things going very well. Our GA, our grandmas are really hot selling. And our Sicilian, our standard Sicilian, and 2 thinnies. Sicilian and Palermo, upside down Sicilian.
Give it a shot. Very good. Great review. And I highly recommend it. You ever replay that? I just jammed myself.
Detroit style.
Bad. Anyways, Detroit style pizza. So the backstory on this one, I did a pizza review in quarantine, 8.5. It was amazing. Detroit style pizza company is going to have a gigantic rush of orders today because this score is going high. I don't even know. Is this frozen pizza? I feel like I'm not eating frozen pizza. I feel like I'm getting fucking mind fucked right now. But it is an 8.5. It was an 8.5. It's that good. I'm going to eat this whole fucking thing right in your fucking face. One of the better frozen pizzas that I had, and it changed the business. There's articles like they went from laying people off to having to hire. I think I just read they did like 80 frozen pizzas a month. They did like 1,000 of them in a night. Sean Randone, the guy who started it, was fighting cancer. And I knew I was getting back here. Unfortunately, passed away a couple months ago. His wife was just at the register, and they were very nice. They're like, good to see you, Dave. Didn't make a big production. I'm like, I'm so sorry about Sean. They're like, yeah, it's terrible, but that's life. He's got a partner still owns it. The wife is in there. So obviously, you know, that part's sad. Just never know. But this pizza, I'm hoping it lives up to what it was with the frozen. So I had to get out here, obviously, try it. Like Claire Shoals. Is that where we are? Claire Shoals? St. Clair Shoals? There it is. And I'll say one thing. It smells so good. This is how it looked when I had the frozen. And by the way, Sean was like a world champion at the Vegas Pizza Expo. So it's no joke. And you can order it online at Gold Belly, but it's nothing like having the real thing. So one bite, everybody knows the rules. This one's to Sean. And I hope it lives up to the hype because you can't do a tribute like this and then give a bad score. Really good pizza. If you like Detroit style pizza, this is as good as it gets. Honestly, we've had them all. Well, pretty much all the Detroit styles. In the Detroit style, named after Detroit style, this is as good a Detroit style pizza as you'll have, period. I'll put my fucking word on that. Huh. Now, what makes it crazy is the frozen pizza is as good as almost the in-person. That's why it's such a high frozen pizza score. The frozen pizza is never that good. In person, I'd say all Detroit styles start at 7.5. That's the basis. It's not like it's not the brick New York style that I love, but it is good. I'm going the whole story, everything Detroit style. I'm going 8-1. I'll never give another Detroit style an 8 ever. But I know Sean was a pizza king, a world champion. The story, everything, you can taste it. Sometimes you can taste it. I think it's worthy 8-1 Detroit style pizza. Claire Scholl's or Scholl Claire's pizza with love.
Yeah, I followed you on Insta.
Yeah.
Claire famous?
Oh, really?
He's humble a little bit. He's famous. We're not going to get a picture, okay?
Can you follow me?
You want me to follow you?
Yeah, I follow you.
You might even.
What's your Insta?
Wait, are you?
Oh my god.
You only got 2 posts.
I'll post
Well, I don't
it.
know if I'm going to follow Eric. You only posted 2 times.
How do I post?
What do you mean, how do you post? You're just supposed to post with yours.
I told her that.
So you don't post anything.
No, I don't know.
Let me see it. Where's your Insta? Why is it? This is you?
Yeah. Oh. Can we get a picture?
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna be famous, bro. I actually like it. I know.
Did you just get this account?
Yeah. I just got my phone.
You were staring at outside when he saw you.
We're gonna be famous.
You go to the. And then, oh, right.
We're just coming here to get some candy.
Candy or pizza place?
We're gonna get some right now. I mean, like, we just got
Me and my
boy.
boy.
That's every day.
Well, no, it's right. It's from your perspective.
See? And I think it's working for you.
My jack is where, yeah, no, you are telling me. I know. I've been bragging all day. I like you. Here you go. I just posted. I'll repost it. You got to post. All right. See you guys later. I'm going to play. I don't have my phone. It's in my car. That's why I did that.
You have a Lamborghini or something?
No. No, I got like a Hyundai. Alright, Spider, pizza review time. We are at You're in my face there, no? Art of pizza. We had a big debate coming in because there's another one that's like the art of pizza. Same place. We thought it was the same place. We went to the State Street location. The other one's been around for 40 years. So hopefully it's the same thing. You ordered two. You got the deep dish and the thin. Constant confusion when you're in New York. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm getting fucking buff. I'm getting fucking ripped. I'm getting fucking huge muscles because this pizza weighs a gazillion pounds. The deep dish, whole different category of pizza, like lasagna. But I'm like feeling the burn here. Art of pizza, one bite, everyone's all. We'll start with, we're going to get this box situation here. Why are we in Chicago? Simple. Barstool Sportsbook launches, launched Thursday. It's probably live by the time you see it. If you haven't signed up Barstool Sportsbook, I hate you. One bite, everyone knows the rules. Windy. It's nice in Chicago. I brought the nice weather from Miami. Chicago in the boxes. And the fact we got two pizzas, I don't really put me in a bind. Spider, just let me do my thing here. He reached out there. I think this is the thin, actually. One bite, everyone knows the rules. The art of pizza. This is the thin, I think. Which isn't that thin, but thin compared to the thick. That's what she said. Chewy.
Oh, that cheese is runny.
Cheese got slid right off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's what they call pub style, I think. It's good, it's tasty. This is Chicago pub style pizza. I'm gonna go 6.8, which is not bad. You know what I come to believe? When they say tavern style, pub style in Chicago, I just don't think that's my favorite style of pizza. Like when I think bar pie, I think the thin crisp is kind of chewy and double. All right. Now on, here we go again. Honestly, I'm burning. You're so close to me, Spider. It's like you want to kiss me or something. There we go. That's the best box opening. Yeah, and here's the deep dish. They put the tin foil on it. And I know the locals are like, oh, we're not deep dish people. No, you're deep dish. You are what I say you are. In Chicago, deep dish pizza. And by the way, be proud of it because it's good. It's a whole different category. You can't compete with the big boys in the other style. This is your category. Own it. Be about it. One bite, every knows it. How am I gonna eat this? How am I gonna eat that without causing a massive, colossal proportion? I remember that. The reviews. I don't know what he said. Something pizza next. You got to be such a pro to do these reviews like this. I mean, this is not meant to be eaten standing up. Oh, Wiggle. Is that dog's name? Wiggle? What is it? Alfred. Good name. Hey, Alfred. Oh, but you look like a wiggle. You look like a wiggle. You look like a wiggle.
He does wiggle.
He does wiggle. Good call by me. Wiggles. What? Alfred Wiggles the Third. What a name. People are just screaming at me in the streets. That guy just, oh, too much talking. Too much talking. I gotta go next slice. But that guy can't. One bite every nose. Concentrate. You'll burn your face off.
Yeah, this is making me hungry.
Now, can you go out? Can you party? Can you meet a girl? No, you go home, watch sports, bet on sports, Barstool Sports, but don't leave your house or your toilet for a month. But this is good and it's just different category. This is good stuff. know, Lottie, we're not on the deep dish. It's very good. Don't run from it. Be it 7-6. That could be low for the deep dish. 6-8 for the pub style review. This guy runs up to me. He's like, "You want to try the McDonald's new chicken sandwich?"
I got the new McDonald's chicken sandwich. I mean,
I literally said no. I'm like, I don't want to try it. He's in my asshole, being like, "Yeah, you do." So fine, we'll try it.
let's do it.
Did you just grab it?
I just took it. Look at this. Look at this. All right. I don't know what's going on right now.
You're the weirdest part of it. I don't know. You want me to try it?
I mean, 2 bites. Everyone knows the rules of McDonald's.
Is this a new sandwich? McDonald's chicken sandwich?
It's a new sandwich. What is going on?
Is that going to get carjacked?
I thought
That guy just got carjacked.
I think the guy just hit the police car.
That guy just got carjacked?
I think.
Oh, he's serious right now? Did he just get carjacked?
He hit the back of it.
He just got carjacked.
He just flung off.
He just got carjacked. I saw that guy kill the fuck out. We just had a live carjack.
It's not right. It's not right.
Is that?
I mean, that's got to be a first, right?
You gotta stop talking. You're live carjacking. You're trying to hijack the review of a live carjacking in the middle of a spicy sandwich McDonald's review, which I don't even. What's your name?
Alexander.
Where's McDonald's?
So I was actually taking it home for my girlfriend, but then I saw you and I'm like, fuck it, we gotta try it together.
All right. I don't really like it. It's too spicy. Is this like supposed to be the entrance to Popeyes?
I'm assuming, right? Like Chick-fil-A Popeye stuff shit.
That's like a 4-4. I don't like that. But just to set the stage here and set the table, that guy just got carjacked, and we probably have it on live TV. Do we have the guy who carjacked him? It's evidence. You think it's evidence? We got double cameras.
It's evidence. He definitely had it.
Him?
I mean, he was rolling the whole time. So was I. Like, there's no way we didn't get it.
We just caught. Be on alert, Chicago. Here, cameras are rolling at time. You think you're just going to carjack somebody and get away with it? Cameras are rolling, pizza's being eaten, crazy guys come up, chicken sandwiches, his girlfriend ordered. Your girlfriend wanted a spicy chicken sandwich?
No. I was gonna surprise her with one. She's really into like healthy.
You're really like
she's really into
you're
healthy
really
shit.
a dapper guy. You're gonna surprise your girlfriend with a McDonald's
So
chicken sandwich.
I have
What a guy!
So I have a
If
poke
it's
bowl.
diamonds or a McDonald's chicken sandwich.
So I've got a poke bowl in the car right now.
All right, that's good. This guy got hit by the way.
Insane.
It's a review. Welcome to Chicago.
Crazy.
All right, pizza review time. Freddie the Pizza Man. Established 1981, and here's the thing. So this guy, a couple people are tagging me. We got a lot of B-roll because he does great work with autism. His kid had autism. Started charity. Very nice. How are you? Very nice. So we got to get the story here. I looked you up and I'll read it all. But what exactly is it? What's going on?
Well, I mean, I've been making pizzas for 20 years.
Yeah.
And pizza's my life, my passion. I make it the old school way, the values. And my son was diagnosed with autism 5 years ago, and I started a charity I quit sensory homes in the state of Michigan. So I raise money, and then I actually I don't write the checks, I actually buy them equipment and deliver it to their classrooms. And then I help families with sensory equipment, and done almost $40,000 in 4 years in equipment I bought.
What is it? I'm sorry, what's the equipment?
first sensory room for kids with autism.
Got it.
So it's basically a sensory room for a lot of it looks like toys, machines, but when they're having like a little bit of a meltdown, or they'll go there and play or move around and they'll snap right back into.
Got it.
It's a lot of work, man.
Sure.
It's a lot of work, and now it's too late to turn my back on it. I got to make it go even more. It's too late. And I got here 6 days, kids. My wife works in the hospital full time. It's a grind right now, but we're doing what we can, man. We're doing what we can. These kids need it, man. When I walk into the schools and these teachers cry, and I know what it does. I see it firsthand.
And I looked it up. I'm like, am I just going to do a charity case here? And listen, wearing the fun shirt. No, I love charity. Same small business. He's helping autism, raise a ton of money. All good. But then I got to put on my thinking hat. Am I just going to do like a charity, like shake hands, kiss babies, and get a floppy slice? No. The legit spot. He's been around like, I don't know, 20, 30 years. Doesn't advertise. No advertising. So I couldn't tell when I was looking it up. I couldn't tell because I had a hard time finding your location.
I don't advertise.
Okay.
I don't advertise. Ford Motor Company is down the street from me. I close at 5. I do a really good lunch. I'm the only one that makes the food. I'm the only one that preps. I got my waitress, my busser in the back, and that's it. That's the way I run it.
It works. The Ford factory's there. He doesn't need to close at 5. I'm expecting huge things from Freddie the Pizza Man. He knows it. He's so, I don't want to say he's cocky. He's super nice. He's like, I'm afraid you're going to like it so much, I'm not going to be able to keep up with demand.
Listen, you know how many people tag you with you? I get terrified you coming to it because I only come alone. And I see what you do at pizzerias.
Good. I've got nice. I can already tell by looking at yours that I like it.
You get lines up there. I'm like, how am I going to make all these pizzas? I'll figure it out.
Oh, you're saying if I give a good review, we can overwhelm. I like that. That's dropping your pizza nuts on the table. One bite everyone with the rules. And let me tell you something. If we're just looking at that, Barstool Sportsbook number 1. Yeah. This guy's greasing me up. Like a show pony. Oh, that crispy set. Look at that. I think this reminds me of Little Angels. Look at that undercarriage. I think no. Dave, be fair. Be fair, impartial, figure skating. Don't be the Russian judge. It's undoubtedly the best pizza in Detroit. Not even close. It's not even close. Frank, it's not even close. It is not even close as best. I said it kind of looked like Angela's Philly.
That does not look
like
right. I mean, the drawing, not the pizza. The pizza is delicious, but this does not look right.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm like a.
That's better without the
band
cross
guy
hatching
going
in the
city to city,
midsection
sometimes I
there.
forget what city I'm in. Detroit. Best pizza in Detroit. I just found it. I found it. Freddie the Pizza Man, bar none, hands down. Now, I don't know if you like Detroit style. I don't care what style. This is the best pizza in Detroit. Period. End of story. Eight, 7. I don't even know what tastes to get a 9 in. I may just be a thing with 8s. I got to rejigger because this is as good as it gets. I gave it an 8-7. It's awesome pizza. This is awesome. It's best pizza in Detroit, period. Bar none, not even close. I found it. That's by far the best pizza in Detroit.
I make the Tampa stuff. And then I make the goulash. So
let's go back out. Go tell her. We did say it. All right. So he also has a tavern style, which people know I love the thin crust, and then we have goulash, which if we look over here, to the side, goulash. Who wants goulash? Hashtag. I'm gonna be honest. I thought goulash was Indian food, and it was just an old sign they didn't take off thing. But goulash is this. I didn't even know what goulash is.
That's what I figured. That's a huge seller for that. Huge seller.
Ground beef, onion, green pepper, tomato, elbow macaroni, spaghetti sauce. I thought goulash was like Indian food, and the sign was just old.
No.
He said spectacular, so let's give the goulash a try. I'm gonna come back and be 9,000 pounds. It's cold, by the way. I mean, it's very good. It's just pasta, though. Got a good kick to it. By the way, it's like 11 in the morning. I'm getting off to a nice light start. I mean,
It's like hamburger
like
helper.
soupy, good pasta. It's very good. I go like 7, 9. I mean, I have nothing to compare it to. I think it's very good. Let's try this half. This pizza is amazing. Oh my god. This guy's a fucking maestro. Holy. I have burned my face. My face is totally burned off. I think the goulash did it. Now the pizza man's in my face, ready.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Best pizza in Detroit, period.
I've been waiting to hear that for years. God bless you, brother.
Not even close. I actually like the normal more, but this is still great. I'm gonna go 8-4 on this, 8-7 on the other. Unbelievable. Freddie the Pizza Man. I don't know how you have time to eat goulash. Coming all the way out here, you gotta get the pizza and the goulash and everything. Freddie the Pizza Man. I am glad we made the trip. For all you Detroit people, you should be glad I made the trip because this place fucks. 8-7.
8-7?
I don't know. We have a backlog of them, so I'll give you a heads up. You're gonna get storm.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I mean, there's been nothing close to it. I thought.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's
believe
awesome.
it. I believe it. Can you find me a pizza guy? Can you find me
To help you make it. Yeah, it's good. You're gonna get busy.
Dave, whenever you're in town, stop.
I appreciate it.
All right, God bless you, okay?
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. See you guys.
Hey, man. You want to see something messed up? Want to see some weird ass pizza? Forgot what it was. Let's see. I think it was pizza. Yeah, this is weird, bro. It says Pittsburgh. Let me see. Bunch of weird ones here, though. All right, hold up. Fuck it at this point. I don't care. All right.
You may have seen this image floating around the internet. It's been hailed as a fuck. You may have seen this image floating around the internet. It's been hailed as a disgrace to pizza fans and Italians. This particular pizza is known as Altoona-style pizza, originating from the city of the same name in Pennsylvania. Today we'll check in with a few locals as they try the infamous pizza.
All right, guys. It's a nice day out. It's a beautiful day out. And today we're gonna be going to get some pizza. Never get out of the driveway. If we can make it out of the driveway, we're gonna get some pizza. Now's our chance. Now's our chance. Now's our chance. Oh my God, we're on the road. I don't think we're in Altoona anymore.
Hey, Bridge, I didn't know your mom was out driving again.
Stop it. Is that a sign store? I bet they sell signs there. Oh my.
Let's skip past this part.
Open the door. Man, oh man. Sure excited to try this pizza.
The weirdest looking pizza, yo. Look at that.
Alright guys,
It's like a big
we've acquired
cheddar
pizza.
cheese slice on top of that.
Now we're making the journey home to give it a nice little eat. Little munch.
Fuck Rudders.
I hate Rudders. Stupid Rudders. Yeah, we told him. Damn, she's thick. Oh, what are you doing?
Dude, stop.
God, I never thought we would make it. Now to the tasting facility. Boy, oh boy, have I been waiting all day for this. Our first ever half of that food. All right, we've been waiting all day. I know you guys have been waiting for the climactic reveal. Well, we're here to try this pizza. You know what? Actually, it looks pretty solid. I'll give it to them.
Our boy JC shine down on us, blessed us with a meme in our area to capitalize.
Yo, look, hold up. Yo, look at that. Look at that. Look at. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom into this shit. Do you not see the sub-looking pizza with the cheddar on top? It's like, what kind of pizza? What kind of monstrosity?
This is what we've been waiting for. Thank you, Jay. Now we eat. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Not at all.
Weird ass pizza. Is this dude doing the same kind of pizza?
Columbus is known as the pizza capital of the world.
Ohio style. I thought they had the same. So I think it's Alton pizza. It's a weird pizza, dude.
The cheese, the pepperonis, the vegetables.
You may have seen this image floating around the internet. It's been hailed as a
Weird. Altona style pizza. Weirdest.
There is pizza, and then there is pizza.
Altoona Sicilian is what Altoona Hotel pizza was like back in the day. And that's an icon pizza.
A few establishments in central PA serve up the Altoona style slices, and we're told it's a fan favorite for a number of people, including for customers at 29th Street Pizza Subs and more.
And it has yellow cheese on it. We put Genoa salami underneath with green peppers. And it's done very well.
And customers from Brooklyn, New York agree.
best pizza from here to Brooklyn.
What are some of the reactions you've heard about it? Good, bad, and ugly.
Some people don't like it because they're not from Altoona. I try to tell them that, hey, it has general salami underneath it with green peppers. The majority of the people love it. I mean, we've had food critics travel through here.
A few miles up the road at Dino's Pizza, you can find the unique slices as well.
Most people just call it Altoona style pizza. Originally started from the Altoona Hotel. A lot of people have adapted to it. Either you love it or you hate it. It's American cheese, salami, and green peppers. From around the area, and even people travel far to come try it, especially here at our location. People love it. They say it's one of the best around.
Pizza, of course, comes in all shapes and sizes, but for Altoona, the city is in a league of its own. For Destination Pennsylvania, I'm Matt Allery.
All right, guys. Gonna end it here. Appreciate you guys pretty much joining me tonight. Awesome. Sweet. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Peace.